Alright, welcome to lesson 60, units of length. And in this lesson you're going to need to know a lot of different units of length from the US Customary Measurement System and also from the metric system, and those units need to be memorized. Okay? So on the top of the chart on the lesson there's a little box. You could also just memorize these on the video, but you should know that 12 inches is a foot, 3 feet is a yard, and 36 inches are in a yard. You should also know that 5,280 feet make a mile, and 1,760 yards make a mile. Those numbers you need to memorize. Okay? The other system that you should know is the metric system. Now, we don't use the metric system too much in the United States, but it is very helpful, and most of the rest of the world does use this system. So up here I've set it 4 different things that you should know, and they all equal 1 of something. So 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. The centimeter you are pretty familiar with because it's on your ruler often. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. If you have 1,000 millimeters, that equals 1 meter. Now a meter is close to a yardstick, so whenever you picture a yard, that's a meter. So 1,000 millimeters will fit in a meter. And if you have 100 centimeters, you also have a meter. Okay? Now if you follow the pattern, remember 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. So if you have a meter, you have 1,000 millimeters. 100 centimeters would also be a meter. And the last one, if you have 1,000 meters, those are like yardsticks, that's really big. 1,000 meters, you have a kilometer. 1 km or kilometer. So those are some measurements you need to know. Now let's look at the math that they're going to ask you in your lesson today to solve some questions knowing what you know with these kind of units. So for example, number 6 is how many meters is a 10 kilometer race? So I like solving those problems by kind of setting up like an algebra problem. How many meters? So blank meters. That's what I don't know this right now. You can put an X here, question mark. How many meters is, the equal sign is always represented with the word is. How many meters is a 10 kilometer race? Now think about it. 10 of those? That's a lot, right? 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 10 kilometers would be 10,000 meters, 10 times as much. So it is 10,000 meters would be 10 kilometers. Okay? Let's take a look at a couple others because this is pretty tricky. How about number 8? 50 millimeters is how many centimeters? Try setting it up like the algebra problem that I was doing before. 50 millimeters is what you know. That's like right around here, right? 50 millimeters is how many, okay? How many, question mark, centimeters, right? Now if you had 10 of those, you get a centimeter. So 50 of them, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of them would be 5 centimeters. Okay? And got a little bit more room up here on the board. Let's do one more problem with the US Customary Measurement System. 2 yards is how many inches? 2 yards equals how many inches? I told you that every yard is 36 inches. So 2 yards, 2 36s, 2 times 36, whatever that gets you, 72. We'll solve your problem and give you how many inches. If you have any questions on units of length, come and see me. It's a little bit of a tricky subject because you need to memorize a lot, and converting with the metric system could be a little confusing, but I think with practice it comes pretty easy. If you have any questions, see me. I'd be glad to help. Bye.